In this video, we're going to take a look at the Samsung BD-E5400 Blu-ray player. I'm going to set it up for the very first time and take a look at the user interface. So let's get to it. Now right now I have this set up on my 8-foot projection screen. So I kind of have an odd angle, so I apologize for that. Now you probably notice in the lower left-hand corner, there's a little bit of a light bleed there. That's not from the projector, that's because I have a window on the left side of the room here, and you're getting a little bit of light bleed there, even though I do have a shade in front of it. It's still definitely watchable up here, but generally I watch things up here at night anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. Anyway, as you see here, I just plugged in the Samsung Blu-ray player, and this is what I'm greeted with. Initial settings, on-screen language. Obviously I'm speaking English, so I'm just going to hit the OK button, or the select button actually, on the remote and select English. The next section here says TV aspect and network will be set. Each setting may be changed later under settings. So I'm going to hit start here, and it basically wants me to set my aspect ratio. We've got 16:9, which obviously is my aspect ratio on this projector here, so we're just going to select that. And then it says network setting is needed to use various internet services. Choose the primary method for connecting to network. Now, it's pretty much standard these days when you get a Blu-ray player, or in this case a smart Blu-ray player, that it has wireless already built in. I could do either in my setup here because I do have a wireless bridge up here where I could connect a device through Ethernet, or I could go wireless. I'm going to go wireless here because I actually had a comment on the unboxing of this video that somebody questioned if I'd get good Netflix performance out of this because of the price. Now, I got this on a Black Friday deal, and I got it for, I believe, about $69. So it's an excellent price for a Blu-ray player that also has smart app functionality. Now, I do believe that there is wireless N in this device because that's pretty much standard, but we'll see. So I'm going to click on wireless here and sign into my home wireless network, and I'll join up with you on the other side of that. Okay, so I signed into my home wireless network, and this is what I'm greeted with. Up top you see Netflix, Vudu, Cinema Now, Pandora, and YouTube. Then you see a couple of selections down below, videos, let's scroll through these, photos, music, and settings. So obviously this device plays CDs. As far as photos, I assume that's also from disc media. I don't think there's any internal storage to speak of on this device. So let's start up top with Netflix. And agree to this EULA here. And it should bring me into Netflix. Now it looks already like the standard Netflix interface that you're going to find on a whole host of smart connected devices, whether it's smart TVs, smart Blu-ray players in this case, or a streaming media player. Okay, it says Netflix. Obviously I don't have my Netflix associated with this device at this moment. In fact, I'm actually giving this device to somebody as a gift. And they let me do an unboxing on it and also an interface review on it, which is obviously this video. But because they have their own Netflix, I don't want to set up my Netflix on this device. But I will see this device in action, and through the magic of editing, I'll report back to you on it right now. Now, if you remember back to the unboxing video, the remote actually has a dedicated Netflix button on it, which is nice. It also has a dedicated Pandora button on it. I'm going to hit the exit button, and we're going to go back to the home screen here and check out some of the other features on this device. Next up is Vudu. Now, if you're not familiar with Vudu, you can do rentals on this, just as you would if you'd go to a brick-and-mortar store like a Blockbuster, or if you're not in the United States and you have some sort of video rental service that I don't know about, that's basically what you can do, except Vudu is streaming, and they have some of the highest quality streaming videos on this service. You can also buy movies from Vudu if you'd like. I've done both in the past. I actually had a dedicated Vudu box back in the day, and I did buy some movies off of Vudu, And then I ended up selling the Vudu box, and I don't know, I'm sure that I could reactivate my account somehow and get those movies back that I bought, but I just haven't had the need to do it as of yet. So as you can see here, Vudu offers you new releases, which is the same day as DVD. Now Vudu can do this because Vudu is owned by Walmart, so they have a lot of leveraging power there. As I said, you could do rentals, and also, as I said, they offer some of the best streaming quality available. They have something they call HDX, which is 1080p quality, and offers Dolby Digital Plus. So with most devices that play Vudu or can access Vudu, they give you a $5.99 credit to get started. So basically that's a rental of a high-definition movie. And then from there, as I said, you can purchase or rent other movies. And they do offer SD as well. So I'm just going to hit the browse here because I don't want to initiate the free trial on this. Again, this is a gift for somebody. But I just want to give you an idea of what is available here. Now you see some of the newer movies: Ted, Total Recall, Dark Knight, or actually Dark Knight Rises, Resident Evil Retribution, Born Legacy. You have a whole host of choices to choose from. Let's just check on Resident Evil here because I do know that that's a 3D movie. So I'm interested to see if they offer 3D on Vudu or if they don't. Personally, what I end up doing is I end up purchasing 3D Blu-rays, watching them, and then reselling them. That's my method of watching. I actually haven't rented a 3D movie as of yet, although I do plan on doing it on Amazon. So as you can see here, you can rent or own this. You can rent it from $3.99, you can own it from $13.99. And it does look like it supports ultraviolet. If you don't know what ultraviolet is, if you buy a Blu-ray, sometimes you get a digital code with that. And basically that allows you to watch that movie not only from that Blu-ray disc, but through a service like maybe Vudu here and other services that support ultraviolet. So you can watch a trailer, you can see a 2-minute preview, put it on your wish list, or rate and share it. What I want to do is find out what the prices are and what they offer here. So let's go to Rent and Own, and here are the prices. You have HDX, again the highest quality. You can rent it for $5.99, own it for $17.99. HD, which is 720p, $4.99 to rent, $17.99 to own, and then SD is DVD quality, $3.99 to rent, $13.99 to own. And it looks like there is not a 3D option here. So let's cancel out of this, and actually let's go back to the menu, the main menu. Next up is Cinema Now. Cinema Now is similar to Vudu, except Cinema Now is associated with Best Buy. Now, I'm not up on my Cinema Now information, but I'm almost positive that Best Buy owns Cinema Now. If they don't, then they're closely associated with them. And let's see what we have for options here. Again, I believe it's a streaming service where you can rent or purchase movies. Very similar to Vudu. You get a EULA here, I'm going to accept this. You have movies, TV shows, and you can search all. So let's just check out the movie selection here. And it should be pretty current like Vudu. Cosmopolis, VHS, Imposter. So these are different movies. These are their new arrivals. And let's see what we have here. Let's see if we can scroll across. Okay. So these probably aren't the first-run movies that you see on Vudu. You do have a couple of brand new ones, and then I see a couple here that are available on Netflix. So it's just really nice to have a lot of options when you have a device like this. So if you have a Netflix subscription, you can watch something on Netflix. If Netflix doesn't have it, you can move over to Vudu or something like Cinema Now. Let's exit out of this. Now Pandora, I do not use Pandora, but I know many people do, so let's just dip into here real quick. And you can see here that you can use Pandora. If you have an account with them, you could access it from here. I'm not going to mess around with this too much. It's just nice to know that, again, this device offers you options. The next selection here is YouTube. So let's see if we can look up one of my videos on here. Now this should be pretty much the standard current YouTube interface that I've seen on some of the other streaming media players, which is nice and sleek and very basic, and it does the trick. And here we go. Yeah, same interface here. I'm just going to go to search here, and look up my channel. And this way you get to see the quality of the streaming on this device, because I would like to show you a Netflix movie, but I don't want to get into copyright concerns with this video, posting it to YouTube. So we're just going to go with original content here, and we're going to look up Tech Harvest. Alright, brought up a selection here of my videos, and you can scroll through them. Let's see if I can grab one that's a little more current. If not, it's not a big deal. I'll just play one of my older ones. Let's do the Logitech review unboxing, even though that's one of the older ones. And I might have to turn the sound down here. Okay, in this video we're going to do an unboxing of the Logitech Review with Google TV. So let me turn it down here. You can see the sound is working excellent. The movement when I had the graphic go across the screen, that worked very well. So very fluid. It seems like the performance is very good on this, which is what you want when you're using the streaming functions on it. When you're not watching a Blu-ray, you definitely want the services to work well. So it's nice to see. Let me kind of scroll through this a little bit and see if we can get to the actual unboxing part, and that should give us a little bit better idea of the motion capabilities on this. So as you can see, the motion on it, very smooth. No lost frames or anything. I actually don't own the Logitech Review anymore, but it is a good device if you like Google TV and you want to get a hold of it. So let's exit out of here and go back to the home screen. And I think that's pretty much it for apps. YouTube is the last one. And then it circles back to Netflix. Now down here, as we discussed, you can play a Blu-ray, you can look at photos off of a disc, listen to music off of a disc, or go into your general settings here. So that pretty much does it for this video. I don't want to get too much more in-depth on it because, again, this is a gift for somebody else and they were nice enough to let me do a couple of videos on it. I will be doing another unboxing and another video on the setup of a separate Samsung Blu-ray player. That Samsung Blu-ray player is a 3D enabled Blu-ray player. So that pretty much does it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. If you like what you see, please subscribe. And as always, if you want to help out my channel, give me a thumbs up or favorite this video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.